Hello. Welcome to the Make Your Studio Facebook page. I'm Cheryl and I create over on the Home of My Making page on Facebook. So today I wanted to show you another fabulous Christmas stencils. A Maker Studio had released so many of their new Christmas stencils and I have the pleasure of showing you one today. So let's look at this one. This is called Signs of Christmas. There's so much going on in this particular stencil. So you have some wreaths, you have some trees and snow globes. I love that. Ugly Christmas sweater down there. Some words: peace, joy, Noel, happy holidays, joy, wishing you a joyful holiday season, a little bit of bows, and some little all details in here that you could add to so many projects. So if you're hopping on, don't forget, as usual, a Maker Studio gives away their stencils. So tag 3 friends and share this video while you're watching. So I'm going to take this out of the sleeve. So this is a 18 by 12 inch stencil and it's called Signs of Christmas. So I got a cute project that I want to do today with it. Now, a lot of time when I'm creating, I like to do things that are useful. I don't think we all need more stuff, right? So I'm going to show you something we could do for the upcoming holiday season. Don't forget, keep your sleeve and your little insert so that you can put this back there later. So I'm going to use 2 of these graphics on here. So the first thing I'm going to do is cut 2 of them out, the 2 that I chose. Now there's so much going on here that I had a hard time picking what I wanted to do. So I'm just going to cut 2 of them out and use them today. There is so much going on in this stencil that you could do so much with it. So I have a little wreath and a little like floral cutout. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with some brown paper. Now you could get this at the Dollar Tree. If you can't get it at the Dollar Tree, you don't have a Dollar Tree near you, you know what else you could use? You could use brown paper bags for this. So let me show you what I'm going to do. Let me actually put that down there. I went ahead of time and cut out a 5 by 14 inch piece of that brown paper. And I did it 2 ways. I cut it out with a scissor and then I actually cut it out with a pinking shear. Now, sometimes when I'm doing anything that involves paper, I think pinking shears hide a multitude of sins, also known as like a wobbly line. So I'm going to start out with this piece. Now remember, this is a 5 by 14 inch piece of brown paper. You could use white craft paper, you could use even some wrapping paper, and it would just come out just as great, and you'd have more variables. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and I'm going to fold it up. Let me get a ruler. I want to fold it up about 4 inches. Okay, so I'm just going to measure the fold at 4 inches because I measured it perfectly to work. So this is what you're going to do. So you got it folded up about 4 inches. Now remember, this is a 5 by 14 inch piece of brown paper. If you're just hopping on, I'm Cheryl from Home My Making. Don't forget to tag 3 friends and also share this tutorial. Now I'm going to glue very close to the side, the 2 sides where I am making that flap. And just glue it so that it's almost like a little pouch, right? Then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to glue this side. I'm going to leave this open up top here, okay? So remember, it's a 5 by 14, and that is going to be a variable depending on what you put in here. So just go real close to the edge to not to take up some of the inside of it, the circumference, because the measurements were perfect. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take one of the, this is like a little laurel, I'm gonna stencil that on here, and I'm gonna use the green gel art ink in Grass is Always Greener. So I'm gonna put that, make sure I get all my little pieces of hot glue off of there, try to center it. And I'm gonna take a spreader that I have cut into a couple of pieces. Sometimes on paper, I do prefer to use this type of spreader, but we do have squeegees that you can also use. So I'm just gonna take a little bit of the Grass is Always Greener, put it on my spreader that I cut. I like to cut them because then you can have more control. And then I'm just gonna press it through the stencil. Now this is such an easy project, and I think it's really cute for the upcoming holiday season. It's also cute to get some kids involved in it. So I'm gonna pull my stencil off and you'll see what I have. I do have a water bath over here because since I'm on a live, I just stick them in water so that the product doesn't dry in the stencil. So see how cute that is? Simple and easy. I am gonna go ahead and take a heat gun because I want it to dry. Now you could do this and wait about 15-20 minutes, but I need to touch it, so I need it dry. So just simple, easy stencil, right? Simple, easy. We're gonna just pick it up a notch. So remember, I started out with a 5 by 14 inch piece of brown paper. And I did get my brown paper at the Dollar Tree, and it comes in like a bolt like you would wrapping paper. So there you go. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take a little bit of twine and make a little bow. Now watch how simple this is, but watch how cute it is. I'm gonna make a little bow. Let's see how. Now I love this kind of twine. This twine always reminds me of, like, it's old fashioned. And I'm just gonna cut. So here I have a little bow. And what I'm gonna do is right where they cross, I'm gonna put a piece of hot glue and I'm gonna put my bow on there. Anytime I can add dimension to a project, I think it just is that much cuter. So see how cute that is? Now watch what I do. So you can get yourself these kind of napkins that are sold everywhere. And now the dimension that I did was perfectly for these types of napkins. Even if you want to take a regular napkin and just fold it in half, this is what you're gonna have when you're done. Cute little napkin holder with a little bit of detail. Isn't that sweet? And you would put your silverware in there. So you can make these all varied. Remember, it started out with brown craft paper, but isn't that cute? So I like the little dimension of the twine, and I think that came out really cute. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do one more that I already have. Let's see. So let me just show you. This is what it looks like when you use the pinking shear, and this is what it looks like when you don't use the pinking shear. I prefer to use the pinking shear, so I'm gonna make another one with the pinking shear. And I'm gonna take the other wreath that I had cut out. I'm gonna again use the gel art ink in the green, which is the Grass is Always Greener. Do it again, same process. Isn't this so quick, easy? Can you imagine just having an assembly line, gather some people around and make these? Aren't they cute? Have some girls over do it, even grandchildren. This makes a quick, easy, inexpensive project too. So I'm done with this. I'm gonna just throw that in my water bath. I'm gonna close up my container, and I'm also going to lift the stencil off and put it into the water bath. And again, once again, got my little wreath on there. Gonna hit it with the heat gun because I don't want it to smear. Again, if you're just popping on, I'm Cheryl from Home of My Making. I create over on that Facebook page, but I am proud to present this stencil today. And don't forget to tag 3 friends and share this tutorial so you can be in the giveaway for this stencil. Because look at all that is still left on here. All this yummy goodness that you could create with. And of course you have so many variables just even with this project. I just happen to be using the wreaths with a little bit of twine. But I'll tell you what, I love like the snow globe, and you could put some glitter on there and act like snow. So many things you could do. And I hope this little project inspires you. Definitely makes a good girls' day project. Again, making another little bow, putting another piece of glue. This time I'm going to do it at the top and then just put the bow up there. So see how sweet that is? Now take another napkin and you get to just put that in there. And won't these look just so cute on your Christmas table? So the dimension is definitely for these napkins, but you can vary it depending on what you're going to use, or even take a regular napkin, fold it in half and stick it in there, or you could even wrap your napkin with your silverware in it and stick it in there. But I sure do think this is a cute project, and look at how sweet that is with the little dimension of a little ribbon or a piece of twine on there. So what do you think? Does this inspire you to go just have a girls' day and get together with a bunch of girls, grab a roll of that paper, grab some of the stencils and some gel art ink, some twine or some ribbon, and you got a girls' night out. So thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to tag 3 friends and share this tutorial and make these really cute and inexpensive projects with the Maker Studio products. So thank you guys for watching and have a great day.